It's time to learn Japanese fighting game terms like a Cultured Gaijin. In this episode, I'll be explaining how to say various strike types. This one is going to be a bit complicated as it can be as cryptic as the terminology we have in English. What do you mean, jab, strong, and fierce? Short, forward, and roundhouse? What nonsense is this? By the way, if you know what I'm talking about, you're old, or you have older siblings. Welcome to the Back Hurting Club. I'm starting off with attack types in Street Fighter. Punches are punch, and kicks are kick. Nothing too complicated, right? Let's move on to strength. Light, medium, heavy are sho, chu, and dai. These literally translate to small, medium, and large. Combining these together, you can say things like chu kick or medium kick. Simple, yes? Let's add character state so that we can further describe attack type. Crouching is shagami, and standing is tachi. So crouching medium kick should be shagami chu kick, right? Well, it's not wrong and people will understand what you're saying, but it's not the common way to describe it. Any crouching kick will remove the adjective crouching and replace kick with the word leg. Why? I don't know the history, but it's just how it's been said for decades. Therefore, crouching medium kick is chu-ashi, or medium leg. How about crouching heavy kick, dai-ashi, which is large leg? Okay, at least that's consistent. Then is crouching light kick sho-ashi? Nope, it's ko-ashi. What's ko? Ko is simply another way to read the kanji small. As a general rule, most kanjis have multiple ways of reading them, and it will change based on how they are used. Okay, if that's the case, does standing light kick follow a similar pattern and read tachiko kick? Not exactly. It's tachisho kick. So standing used sho, but crouching used ko for the same kanji? Why is it like this? The only way I can explain this is that it's easier to say, and it just sounds right. This is something that only native speakers would understand, and it's very common for things to be read differently based on how words are combined. As a side note, some people will remove the standing or tachi and standing kicks since the word leg already infers that it is crouching. Also, the word kick can be substituted with the letter K. So tachisho kick or standing small kick can also be sho k or small k. So for all the kicks, the following would be how they are called. Okay, do punches follow the same rules? Not really. The nice thing about them is that both crouching and standing uses the word punch, and is often shortened to pun as long as it's combined with an attack strength. So standing medium punch would be tachi chuban, and crouching medium punch would be shagami chuban. The word small also does not change based on type. Both standing and crouching uses ko for small. So, tachi kopan for standing light punch, and shagami kopan for crouching light punch. The heavy attacks follow the same pattern. Tachi daiban for standing large punch, and shagami daiban for crouching large punch. Put together, all punches would look like the following. Speaking of light attacks, they are often chained for combos. For example, Chun-Li can do something like crouching light kick, crouching light punch, to light spinning bird kick. In this case, the Japanese words are shortened even further. Koashi, or crouching light kick, would be koa, and kopan, or light punch, would be kopa. So describing this combo would be koa, kopa, jaku spiba. Hey, even spinning ba the kick is abbreviated to spiba. Japanese people love shortening words to 3 or 4 syllables. But what's this jaku? Jaku means weak. Wait, you don't use small, medium, large for special attacks? No. In most cases, we use weak, medium, and strong, which translates to jak, chu, and kyo. Although some people may swap strong with large. So, dai shoryu, or large shoryu again with the ken abbreviated, instead of kyo shoryu, which is strong shoryuken. For the Street Fighter crowd, using large is a lot more common. Funny thing is, weak is never substituted for small, so it will always be jaku shoryu, or weak shoryuken, and never sho shoryuken, which is small shoryuken. To add another layer to this, depending on game and the background of the player, Small, medium, and large will be replaced with weak, medium, and strong. So some players may say crouching weak kick or shagami jaku kick instead of small leg or kuashi. And no, you don't use the word leg when describing crouching kicks with weak, medium, and strong. This one is a bit easier to follow though, since there are no weird exceptions. As for command normals such as forward and back attacks, the word mae and hiki is used. Mae means forward and hiki means pull. Odd, right? The word pull is used instead of back. So if I were to say back heavy kick, it would be hiki daike. And forward heavy punch would be mae daipan. Any other direction, such as down forward, would usually use the number notation. So down forward punch would be san daipan, or 3 large punch. For proximity normals, the adjective close and long distance is used. Long distance is enkyori, and close distance is kinkyori. Kyori means distance, while en and kin describe far and close respectively. Therefore, close range hard punch would equate to kinkyori daiban, or close distance large punch. And surprise surprise, some people will shorten this by removing the word distance or kyori. So kinkyori daiban, close distance large punch, would become kindaiban, close large punch. As a heads up, all this may drastically change based on game and player background. For example, older King of Fighter players may use the button names A, B, C, D instead of kick or punch. Melty Blood and Under Night In-Breath uses number notations along with letters. And Guilty Gear can be a mess depending on who you ask. Some people will use number notations with the first letter of the attack, like ni-s or 2s for crouching slash, while others will say things like crouching heavy slash or shagami haisura. Also, in older Guilty Gears, heavy slash was called high slash, so that's been kept in the lingo. So heavy slash isn't shortened to heavy sura, but rather haisura for high slash. Interesting. Anyways, this is the basic way of saying strike types in Japanese. But before I end this video, I'll be responding to some of the comments from the previous episode. I've noticed every Japanese character Discord I've snuck into calls itself a village. Sample size small, but is this a real thing? Can you teach us words for places where the community gathers, like a game/genre Discord, character chord, local, regional, major, and stuff like that? This one is a bit difficult since these types of words change quite often, while being very different based on region or game. And I'm not going to claim I know every lingo for every genre, so I'll be making some assumptions here. For example, the word village you mentioned is something I started hearing more often once Street Fighter 6 became popular. I think the word came from a different genre as many non-fighting game players started playing the game. It is becoming fairly common though. They'll label people with things like Gairumura no Sonchou-san, mayor of Guile Village, or describing changing character as Chunri Mura kara Mai Mura ni ijuu shimasu. I'm going to move from Chunri Village to the Mai Village. As for tournaments, the word taikai is used. You can add adjectives like online, ofurai, oki, and chisai to describe types. These translate to online, offline, large, and small. So if you want to say large offline tournament, you can say oki offline taikai. Video game arcades are called game centers in Japanese, although they are pretty much always shortened to geisen. Lastly, non-tournament gatherings are generally called taisenkai, which roughly translates to battle meetup or event. So if you want to say locals at the arcade, it would be geisen de taisenkai. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or suggestions for future words to cover, let me know in the comments. And if you haven't already, go check out the other episodes in the playlist. Alright, until next time, have fun with fighting games.